Hi everybody, in the previous video we started unit number 2, computational thinking and programming part 1. From that unit we have covered this topic, introduction to problem solving. Then in today's video we are proceeding and going to discuss the topic, the basics of Python programming. Alright then, without further delay, let's get started. Here is the outline of this video. We will discuss what is Python, features of Python, advantages and limitations. Along with that, we are going to discuss different IDEs which we can use to write a program. The full form is nothing but Integrated Development Environment. This is our digital notebook, nothing but the software in which we write the Python program. The default IDE is known as IDLE, Integrated Development Learning Environment. In that, we have two different modes. First is interactive mode and the second one is script mode. We are already familiar what is Python, but just revise it. It is object-oriented, high-level and interpreted language. What does it mean? If you know C++ and Java, you will know what is object-oriented programming. It revolves around object. Here we create classes and object and there are total 4 pillars. That is nothing but inheritance, encapsulation, polymorphism and abstraction. The language which supports these features are called as object-oriented programming, and Python supports this design along with structural and functional programming. It is high level because we write the program in an English-like format. We call Python as interpreted language because it has interpreter. It is a translator. Why we need translator? Because we are writing the program in the English-like format and computer doesn't understand it. So we need translator. With the help of that translator, the program will get converted into machine language. Python is cross-platform language as it works on Windows, Mac operating system as well as on Linux operating system. Not only that, it works on mobile operating system too. Python is very popular and easy to understand language. Who developed it? You know, Guido van Rossum. He was a lead of the team. Around in 1991 it got developed. When we heard of the Python name, we think of snake. And generally we will be curious how this language got this name. Guido van Rossum was fond of this comedy show, Monty Python's Flying Circus. From that show, he got inspired. This language is completely free, means we need not pay anything to download, and it is open source, means we can also contribute to the coding as coding is available to everyone. Now the next question will arise, which software to use to write this program. For that we have different IDEs. We can use the default one, that is IDLE. There is one more, Jupyter Notebook. We can also use Spyder. In your portion, these three are mentioned. Apart from that, PyCharm and VS Code is also very popular. If you need to practice and check out the output of a single command, we can use interactive mode. But if you want to write a complete program, we generally opt for script mode. That was the introduction of Python. Here is the next topic, features of Python. If you get any theory question, you can write the answer like this. It is easy to learn and use because it is just like a plain English. So it is easy for the beginners to understand and learn this language. We already discussed that it is an interpreted language because it has interpreter. It means the code will get executed line by line. It is a cross-platform, this also we know. This is free and open source, that also we have already discussed. And along with other designs like functional programming and structure programming, it also supports object-oriented programming. That was simple. Here is the next topic, that is advantages. Obviously the first advantage, it is easy to use. The second advantage we can write, it is expressive language. It means it has a simple syntax which can be easily understood. It's an interpreted language. It is a complete language because it has lot of libraries, and in that libraries we have lot of modules. In the modules we will have ready-made functions. With the help of that, complex code can be written easily. We know this feature cross-platform. We know this feature also that it is free and open source. The main advantage of Python is it is almost used in every application. It can be web application, database application, game development, AI/ML, data analysis, etc. Are there any limitations with Python? Yes, it is a slower language because it has interpreter. It executes the code line by line. That's why it takes more time. The second limitation, we can say it is not strongly typed because we don't mention the data type before creating the variable. Based on the value, the data type will get decided. And because of that only, it is not easy to convert to other languages. And because of that dynamic typing, it takes more memory. So if you get any theory question based on Python, you can easily write the answers. So that was the introduction of Python. But how to write the program? For that we need some IDE. And Python is free. It means we can freely download. And here is the website from which we can download the Python. python.org. We need to install the Python interpreter, then we will get this default IDE. There is one more option we can use, Anaconda Python distribution. So here is the website for that. Other than that, you have Jupyter Notebook, or you can use PyCharm or VS Code. So here is the website to download Python interpreter. Along with that, you will get IDLE. You can go to this tab Downloads to download the Python. Even there is a documentation if you want to read the notes. Then we have Jupyter Notebook. Generally it is used for data analysis. Then we have Anaconda Navigator. There is one more ID which we can use for writing Python program. It is called as PyCharm. But I will be using Visual Code. VS Code allows us to work with different programming languages. It is not only for Python. And it will be easy for me to use VS Code because I work on different technologies. Here is the default IDE known as IDLE. I am showing this you because I want to show you the difference between script mode and the interactive mode. This is the interactive mode. Here I can directly execute the command and you will get the output immediately. But if you want to write any program in which you will have more than one statement, then you need to go to the script mode. For that you will go to File, then you will click on New File. This new window will get open. Now you can write a complete program here. Let's add 2 number and print it. After completing the program, we have to execute this program and check out the output. For that you will be going to this option Run. It is asking for saving the program. You can click on OK. I would suggest to create one folder and save all the programs in that. Don't forget to write the extension .py. Wow, look at the output. We got the result. In this way we wrote our first Python program. But we are not going to use this ID because it doesn't provide many features. Hope you understood the difference between script mode and the interactive mode. With that, let's wrap today's video. In case of any doubt, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. In the next video, we are going to start with Python fundamentals. So until next time, stay curious, keep practicing. I will see you in the next video.